An iconic line in Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring by J.R.R. Tolkien is, I don't know half of you half as well as I should like, and I like less than half of you half as well as you deserve. The character of Bilbo Baggins says this to his guest at his own birthday party. Although this line is said by a mystical hobbit in a made up land, it is a very relevant remark that personally caused myself to take a good look around me. Although I am in college and I should be making incredible, profound relationships, I find myself stumped on how to overcome the barrier of not knowing someone in order to become the friend. The late adolescence years of college, students are very special because this is when young adults first begin to really look around them. College itself is a wonderful opportunity to not only get a degree, but for one to discover more about the world they live in and the people in it. It's important that Purdue recognize how to celebrate diversity. We believe that Purdue University should invest in the value of its diversity by creating more cultural initiatives on campus.
Although Purdue has a very diverse campus, it's also important that Purdue stresses inclusivity as well, which can be done by giving more visibility to the different kinds of cultures we have on campus. An article by the EAB, which is a law firm that investigates challenges in modern education, has an article talking about how diversity is useless unless inclusivity is also fostered as well. The article is full of accounts of students who felt alienated at their colleges due to slight microaggressions against them, like slightly racist jokes or not using the correct gender pronouns, and this makes them feel disrespected. Without inclusivity, it's harder for students to learn how to respect one another and respect their differences. Another article by the New York Times uses an analogy that summarizes our point pretty well. Although colleges may be a heterogeneous archipelago, most of their students find themselves spending time in homogeneous islands. In fact, in the same article, David Reingold, who is, I might have mispronounced that, who is the Dean of Students at Purdue's College of Liberal Arts, is cited saying, when I walk around university campuses, it feels like things haven't changed a whole lot in terms of self segregation. These tendencies are just as pronounced as they were 30 years ago. And I don't think universities have figured out how to build connectivity. This isn't right for many reasons. A lack of inclusivity is a massive disservice to Purdue's students. Inclusivity is what teaches us about the differences in the world and how to respect them and how to be tolerant of people and their different beliefs. All in all, regardless of major or job field, our students will be entering a workforce that is filled up with people of different races, religions, and upbringings, and it's important that they understand how to coexist with them and to respect them. By being introduced to different cultures in college, students are better prepared on how to be thoughtful citizens when they emerge into the real world post-grad.
Hello, I am Jake Flynn, and I will be talking to you about introducing our solution to Purdue University. If we are given this grant, we can use our resources to foster a sense of inclusivity on our campus and really understand one another on a profound level. The Purdue University Division of Diversity and Inclusion webpage states that a diverse, inclusive community is an integral part of the Purdue experience. In order to do that, we need to actively celebrate the different cultures that we have. This can be done by implementing cultural workshops for the students and staff. Some workshops can be dedicated about sex and gender to help students respect each other's different identities. Other workshops can be dedicated to different cultures from around the world so that students can better understand international students and their backgrounds. For example, Verb, a platform that runs workshops on mentorship training for companies, have diversity workshops that foster inclusivity through doing individual micro-learning, where attendees can digest small chunks of information through intervals in a day, according to goverb.com. Bringing groups like Verb onto campus to foster inclusivity is a great way to get students involved because they understand many different approaches to get kinds of people interested in their activities. Another potential solution is to distribute the funds to cultural groups on campus, such as Ascend Purdue, Hellenic Students Association, and others, to lead celebrations of different cultures on campus that are accessible for students to attend. Due to budgeting costs, there aren't a lot of clubs that have the means to create the campus-wide celebrations. Although International Diversity Day falls in mid-May, long after most students have left campus, Purdue could create a week-long celebration in late April full of different events curated by the different cultural clubs on campus. This would be a great way to unwind before finals week and allow students to bond before departing over the summer. Overall, Purdue has the means to create diversity initiatives. We just haven't organized them and put them into place yet. However, this grant could change all that. And now, Gerardo with the conclusion.
In conclusion, diversity in the college community helps students learn more about other cultures and beliefs, but most importantly, it helps students understand how to respect and value others regardless of our cultural differences. Bilbo Baggins may not have felt like he was very close to many people at his 11th birthday party, but Purdue should feel more like home for all its students than Bilbo's party was to him, especially when 9,000 Purdue students, or 22% of the whole Purdue population, is comprised of international students from more than 100 different nations. Through using the grant to create inclusivity initiatives on campus, we can truly integrate our diversity and better understand what it means to be a true Boilermaker, as well as be better prepared to a constantly growing globalist society. Thank you for your time, and we hope you take our request into deep consideration.